Pascal, can you hear me now?
Yes, but slightly, but that's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Put my...
Okay, so I just
oh,
sorry. I just wanted to briefly touch on LIIFT more today, because obviously our team calls will probably come to a halt for the summer soon, and not everybody is starting LIIFT more right away, but we are all going to be, I presume, doing LIIFT more at some point. So without putting in dates or anything like that, this should be relevant to everyone. So LIIFT more. First of all, make sure that you've read your product toolkit. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, speak to your upline and they will send you in the right direction, but I'm sure you all do. So make sure you know the information. Make sure you catch the replay of today's National Wake Up Call, where Joel is actually on there speaking about the necessity of the bench and all that kind of thing, because you want to know what you're talking about. If your potential customer says to you, well, I want to do it, but I don't want to get a bench, you can't just say, okay, well, that's fine, don't get a bench. You have to give them the correct information. So make sure that you are clued up on what, when and why and all that kind of thing. Again, you can ask any questions on the team page, you can share anything, but try and do a little bit of research before you do that, so you're not asking questions that can be easily answered in the FAQs or in the wake-up call. So then you need to pick your date. So for example, my date, I start on the 1st of August, and prep starts next Monday, because that fits in more with the Scottish school holidays. But obviously, so you need to pick your date and you need to commit to that date no matter what. So you are picking that date. If you're not starting until September, there's probably not that much point in talking about it right now, but pick your date, start sharing, should definitely start sharing the sample, because they can obviously get that. The pack is so cheap. The pack is like £118 for the Shakeology pack, and 139 for the performance pack or the glow up pack. So it is a really cheap pack compared to some of the others. It's a lower price. So even if you aren't starting your LIIFT more until September, still promote that pack, unless they want to do a different program, but promote that pack and get them started on something else first. If you're not starting until the 1st of September, I keep plucking that out because I think that's when Juliet and Menina are starting, or no, okay, I'm making that up then, but later. But if you have a later date, when they get their pack, don't forget you've got 30 days free body with your pack. There are body calendars in the coach office. Oh, sorry, Julia, I don't know where I got that from. There are body calendars in the coach office. There are heaps of little programs. Clean Week is a week long. A Little Obsessed is a week long. Or if you've got a little bit longer, there's things like 21 Day Fix. So there's lots and lots of things in there that they can do until LIIFT More starts. So still be promoting this pack because it works out, it's so cheap. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So you're picking your date. Write that date down. That date is not allowed to change. Others don't go, oh, I'm not sure I've got enough people, I'll push it back. That is your date. Write down in your vision how many people you want to sign up for that date and just start pushing. What I would say is, and I had a really interesting call with Melanie Mitchell, where she said to cater to your audience, okay? So for me and her sat and brainstormed a little bit, so I'm going to do a summer edition of LIIFT More, where I'm going to be doing lives in my bod group about healthy treats, finding a balance of ice cream and salads. I'm going to be sharing different recipes. I'll put in my notes, I won't make anything up. I am going to speak about scheduling it in when the schools are off. I'm going to do a live about not letting all your progress go to pot, or jacking it in because you've missed one because you've had to do something with the kids, how you could still fit things in on holiday and it doesn't matter if you technically miss a week of LIIFT More and then have to go back to it, about using the hotel gym. I'm then also nearer the end of August doing a back to school prep change of routine sort of Q&A where people and letting them know how, yeah, okay, so you've maybe found your mojo for 4 weeks during the school holidays and now the schools are going back, so helping people adjust to that. I'm also going to throw in some things like sharing an energize reel or a recover reel, so if people are really sore, get them interested in recover. If people are struggling because they're tired, they'll be interested in energize, potentially sharing some samples and things like that. So that really caters to my audience. And so find what would cater for your audience, because obviously we're all different people. Yes, some of those things will work for you as well, but some of them won't. So try and find little niches that will help you to keep people engaged and to help people try the product and love the program. Once you've picked your date, well, right now you should be already sharing the sample. You need to start inviting people to try the sample. However, what I would like to say is, don't invite some people to try the sample if you've never talked about the sample in your stories or on your Instagram. So make sure that your rear-facing business matches your front-facing business. So it's really difficult to message people and say, oh, I've got this great new program, I've got the sample, would you like to try it? But you've never shared anything about it on your feed, on your grid or in your stories. So make sure you don't need to do the sample every day, but keep the videos of the sample, put them in a reel, put them in your stories, or even whatever lifting program you're doing just now, share that in your stories and say, I can't wait for my next lifting program. And so make sure that if you're inviting somebody, that if they look at your feed, they know what you're talking about. And make sure you get a good mix of reels, and there's some amazing quotes and stuff going around at the moment where you can put a video of you working out in this quote to make people interested in, and they do tend to get quite good views because they're the ones that everybody's using at the moment. To also show the benefits, right? So for example, for me, I've started doing little, oh, I don't know what she's asking me, hold on. Oh, quotes and reels. So when you go through your reels, there's lots of reels at the moment where people are maybe doing a workout or running and it's like a quote speaking over the top of it, like somebody speaking over with something inspirational. I found that sharing those seems to get me really good views on my reel. So you could like have you lifting weights or whatever, yeah. Show the benefits. So for example, I have started doing some posts about the benefits of weight bearing exercise, like reducing the risks of osteoporosis, and speaking about how lifting weights raises your BMR, gives you curves and things like that. So for me, that's my benefits of lifting weight. So if you show the benefits as well, how it helped you, how it can help them, and then that'll make them more interested in what you've got going on. And also share some facts, find some facts about what weight training does for, I don't know, menopausal women, perimenopausal women, like we're all kind of that age, so find something that fits in with your market and share the facts in your stories in a post. If you do a post, you can quite regularly share that post to your stories. It doesn't need to disappear down your feed and you can never share it into your stories again. So that is a little bit on LIIFT More. Like I say, I'm starting, prep starts next Monday and then I start on the 1st of August. So I've been sharing the sample, I've put out my email, and I'm now really going in on the invites and the follow-ups to the group. Because there's only a week for me until prep starts, and I will invite all the way through prep week. There's no equipment comes with this pack, so yes, they need their bench to start, but I'll be signing people up right up until the day before we actually start. So I will be signing people up through prep week. So that's how I'm working it. So potentially, I don't know what Juliet's thinking. She's probably quite the same as me. She'll be starting to invite in a week or really invite in a week or so, because obviously you don't want to invite people too early, but you can already start inviting them to try the sample. Yeah, okay. Any questions on that? No? Okay, that's good. Have you started speaking to people? Yeah, good.
Not about LIIFT more, not really.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be later than September.
Okay, so you've still got a minute.
You know, it's about choosing really, but I'm going to try to sell as many pack with that because the price is quite amazing.
Yes, exactly.
At some point, Christmas will arrive and I will just say, ask for a bench, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with you. It's even if, unless they want to do fire and flow or the gut protocol,
yeah,
then it's the pack to go with. Definitely. So cheap. And they could even do some like a LIIFT 4 to begin with, and then that'll really suck them in for wanting to do. That sounds terrible, suck them in, but you know they'll love Joel and LIIFT 4, and then they'll want to do LIIFT more.
I love him now. It's my first time I'm doing LIIFT 4 right now. I'm in love.
Yes, the shape. I also said, oh, sorry, Pamela, do you have any questions? No, okay. I also said I'd share a little bit about Team Cup because obviously that's coming up, and this launch is potentially amazing for Team Cup. I don't know if anybody's listened to the wake up call today, but what is the woman that speaks in the wake up call that's really loud and bubbly? You know, the lady that I'm on about? Yeah, I can't remember her name. But she said, yes. So she said in that summit, like she was speaking about summit, and she says it's time to stop living about what's happened in the last 2 years and just start living in the here and now and what's amazing about now, and not dwelling on everything that's went wrong the past couple of years. That's my brief overview of what she was speaking about in the wake up call. And I thought that's so amazing, and we should really carry that forward into Team Cup, because yeah, we could get sucked into, oh, it's the school holidays, oh, everything's so expensive right now, oh, this and that. But really, for £118, people potentially get 2 months of gym membership where they've also got to pay for the creche, or they've got to find someone to look after their children, or they can't consistently make it to the gym, so they pay £60 a month for a membership that they're barely even using. So I thought we should take that forward into Team Cup. What I was also thinking is that in your head, envision that Team Cup starts now. Okay, so obviously, yes, anyone you sign up before the start of August doesn't count towards your Success Club points for July, but you don't just start speaking to somebody on the 1st of August and then expect them to sign up. You've got to start speaking to them now so that you can get to know them, you can build a trust with them, and they can see what you're up to. And then in August, and then you can say, yes, look, this is August. And remember that the customer launch for LIIFT More is on the 2nd of August. So again, that's people that potentially are maybe starting your program a week later, or people that start a day later, and they're going to count towards your August Team Cup. So start doing your daily connections. The Beachbody and Championship page is full of power hours and all sorts of different things. One of my favorites is just follow 30, unfollow 10, like 30 posts, leave 10 comments, like 30, quick emoji on 30 stories, things like that. That can be done really, really quickly, and it could be done in a tea break. It could be done hiding in the bathroom. It could be done, sitting on the sofa when your husband's watching some crap you don't want to watch. So start really connecting with people now, and start envisioning hitting Success Club for Team Cup. share value and share real life. So don't just share your workouts, don't just ask people to join you. You know, a good example, Juliet posted the watermelon thing up the other, not watermelon, yeah, watermelon ice volleys the other day. That's adding value to people in this heat who want to have a nice lolly but are worried that they're going to mess up their plan. So share things of value. And when I say things of value, things that you would appreciate, because really, like, that's your target audience is going to appreciate the same kind of things as you. So yeah, for me it's things like energy balls and anything that's like chocolate but isn't, kind of things. So try and share a bit about that, and share a bit about your own real life, your own struggles, your own highs, your own lows, so that people really know you. And be consistent in that. And I'm not saying that you have to share a good thing, a bad thing, and a thing of value every single day, but show up consistently and share something every day, so that by the time it gets to 1st of August, people are really interested to see what you're speaking about in your stories every day, and interested to see what you're doing, and do feel a connection with you, so they feel like they actually want to sign up with you, because you're pretty cool, which you all are. Putting that out there. So yeah, so that was a bit about Team Cup and that, and you've got to enjoy it. You have to enjoy it. And that was me. I feel like I've spoke for about 20 minutes. Any questions? I know, Juliet, I know you can't speak. I know. Is everyone excited for Team Cup? Scared? Scared is normal. Scared is also normal. When I did my first Team Cup, I got teamed up with Menina and Floss at the time, who was totally smashing out high numbers, and David and Lynn Martin, and I was totally pooping my pants. But I think pooping your pants drives you to do as well as you can. So. Okay. Well, I'm not going to keep any of you on the call. We should take a photo. Juliet doesn't move from where she is right now, then you can see her. Perfect. Well, thank you for jumping on. I will share this recording, so if you want to re-listen to my waffle, you're more than welcome. Bye, have a good evening.